Howdy everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to share with y'all a bit of information that I shared with a friend of mine. He sent me a text asking what he could do with the gun that he purchased. He didn't like it anymore. He wanted to get rid of it. Can he trade it back in? All that stuff. And the long end of the short, no, you cannot do that. There's no 60-day satisfaction guarantee. If you buy a firearm, you are stuck with it. And the firearm that he purchased, I told him not to get. I gave him several other options and he didn't listen. And so now he's stuck with something that he doesn't like anymore. So this is exactly what I told him. You've really only got two options. The first option, this is where you're going to get the most money, but it's also a little bit of a headache and can be a pain in the ass. You're going to do a private sale. What a private sale is, yes, they are allowed in Texas. You're essentially selling that firearm to another individual. If you do so, that's where, once again, it's where you're going to get the most money. But if you do so, I highly encourage you to do a bill of sale with that transaction. Put the model number, the serial number of that firearm, driver's licenses for both of you guys, addresses, phone numbers, signatures, all that stuff. Put that in the CYA file. That way you have something that covers your ass in the event that something does happen with that firearm. One route that I take, I would encourage you to do the same. Only sell to people you know personally or those with an LTC. Why the LTC? Because if you have a valid LTC, that means that you have passed an extensive background check and that it is still good to go. So private sale is where you're gonna get the most money. Probably one of the best bets in Texas. We have Texas Gun Trader. It's an online marketplace where you can post and people can go and look. But be prepared to get a bunch of stupid questions and a bunch of lowball offers. That's option number one. You're going to get the most money. The most common option, the easiest option, you're going to sell that gun back to a gun store. Most big box stores will not take used firearms. You might find an exception, but you're probably going to have to go back to an independent mom and pop or whatnot. The price that they give you, unless it's an extenuating circumstance like 2020, where I actually personally sold back several firearms for more money than what I bought because they were in such high demand. But nonetheless, they're going to go off of what is called Blue Book value, very similar to Kelly Blue Book for cars. It is called the Blue Book of gun values, and they will have in there, depending on the year, the model, the condition, they're going to go off of what that book says, and that's what they're going to give you for your gun. You can take that money in and take that and put it towards another firearm at that same store. And a lot of times you won't pay tax, or you'll only pay tax on the difference. Very similar to whereas if you were to trade in a used vehicle. But yeah, those are really your two best options. And the reason why I'm telling y'all this is because a lot of people, this is what happens is they buy something that they realize is, not what they wanted or not what they thought it was, or it's not a pleasant gun to shoot and they don't like it anymore. They want to trade it back in. And I'm sorry, you can't do that. You're stuck with it. So you either got to sell it to somebody else or sell it back to the gun store. And I've done a playlist up here for you guys that gives you my criteria on how to select a concealed carry pistol, because I want you to make an educated decision. I want you to make a decision based on personal experience, not just because what you read somewhere, or what a friend told you, or how it felt just going to the gun store. These are my recommendations, and I highly encourage you to find a place that would allow you to rent some of these and buy your gun based off of that. So anyway, guys, so option number one, where you're going to get the most money, do a private transaction, but I highly recommend you do a bill of sale. Option number two, a little bit easier. You're going to get less money, sell it back to a gun store. But nonetheless, my recommendation, guys, make a solid decision first on what you're buying, so that way you don't even have to mess with this, right? Once again, playlist is up there. Put in the comment section, what have y'all, like, what's something like y'all regret buying? I'm curious to see what y'all have done. I've done a video on my first handgun, which I regret buying. And I think I've told that story before. But anyway, guys, thank y'all so much for watching. Be safe, be smart, be skilled. Catch you on the next one.